Hey, it's Kley. Welcome to another video. This is going to be a microphone demonstration and review. What I have before me is the Fifine Dynamic Microphone. I was actually contacted by the nice folks at Fifine, and they sent me one of these microphones here to test out and review. I'm going to perform this test in the context of kind of a enthusiast level recording situation. I think this microphone also has some nice versatility that could be used in a live performance, could be used in something like a karaoke performance. But what is really attractive for this microphone for my purposes is, number one, it's very inexpensive. And I feel like I have really come across a lot of really good, high quality, inexpensive gear lately. And so I wanted to kind of put this microphone through its paces. I'm using it right now so you can hear how it sounds on kind of a spoken word vocal. Also probably going to do some other instruments, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, and maybe a vocal singing performance, put that together into a track and let you guys hear it. And also then I will be providing some of my own thoughts and how it is to use the microphone, how easy it is to use, how good it sounds to my ear in kind of this recording studio situation. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's go ahead and get into the sound clips, and please let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Also, if you are interested in this microphone, please check out the link down in the description below, and feel free to support the nice folks at Fifine for the quality product that they're putting out. Thanks. Older chests reveal themselves like a crack in the wall, starting small and growing time. And we all seem to need the help of someone else to mend that shelf. Too many books. Read me your favorite line. Papa went to other lands, and he found someone who understands the ticking and the Western man's need to cry. He came back the other day, you know, some things in life may change, and some things stay the same. Like time is always time on my mind. So pass me by and I'll be fine. Just give me time. Older gents sit on the fence, their cap in hand, looking grand. They watch their city change. Children scream, or so it seems, louder than before. Out of doors and into stores with bigger names. And Mama tried to wash their faces, but these kids, they lost their graces, and Daddy lost at the races too many times. She broke down the other day, you know, some things in life may change, but some things, they stay the same. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed those tone clips. Just to be clear about what you were hearing, in the first clip, I actually had 2 acoustic guitars. All of them were recorded with the Fifine Dynamic Microphone, and I just hard panned them each left and right. They were 2 distinct but similar performances of the same piece. And then the vocal piece was also captured with the Fifine. I did use a pop filter just for some extra added protection there, but again, everything in that piece was recorded with the Fifine. I did apply some EQ, compression, and reverb, and just kind of overall mixing techniques that I normally would in more of a produced track. The second clip was an electric guitar, a Stratocaster style, Lindy Fralin pickups, straight into a 5E3 Deluxe Plus style amplifier that I built and heavily modified into a WGS G12C speaker with the microphone pretty much straight up, a little bit maybe to the side, a couple inches off the cone. All of the clips that you heard were run directly into my Golden Age Pre-73 Junior preamp, into the insert of an Audient ID22 into Reaper. Next, to go into some general first impressions about the microphone, it came well packaged and arrived in perfect condition as you would totally expect from a brand new device. It came with an XLR to 1/4 inch cable, which I thought was kind of interesting, probably indicating it may be, kind of out of the box, ready to go for maybe like a karaoke situation. Now, that type of a setup with that kind of a cable really isn't useful for me in a recording studio situation where I would just use my typical XLR cables, but not necessarily a problem, just kind of an interesting part of that. Next, just talk a little bit about the mic itself. It's pretty lightweight overall, but it doesn't give me any sort of indication of being kind of toyish or cheesy. Now, it does have this kind of plastic on-off switch, which again, for my purposes in a recording studio, is not really something that I am interested in or looking for. Again, I think this would probably be more of for a live performance feature, but for me, it really doesn't detract, maybe just as a point of potential failure. But overall, kind of neutral on it. But overall, the mic looks good. It's got a very clean black appearance. It's got a metal enclosure. It's got a nice metal grill cover here at the top with a little bit of foam in there, so you could get away without a pop filter. The connectors are a nice solid metal, appear to be of decent quality, and overall, it's lightweight, but it feels nice and sturdy, and it did not give me kind of a chintzy or cheesy, toyish feeling to using the microphone. I think it performed really nicely in that respect. Now, immediately upon plugging it and starting to testing it and get some initial levels, I did notice that I had to really increase the input gain on my audio interface pretty significantly, maybe compared to some of the other microphones that I'm typically using. Not kind of head and shoulders above it, maybe just a little bit more than normal. This really was not a problem, as my Golden Age 73 preamp is perfectly capable of doing that, and I didn't run into any issues. But depending on whatever your interface, if you're maybe running straight into an audio interface, maybe that would be potentially more of an issue. But for me, I just know that I had to increase my input levels a little bit, but overall was not a problem, getting a nice healthy input signal to the audio interface and into the soft. Now, to comment a little bit about my subjective impressions of listening to the tone clips as I mixed them and prepared the video. I'm also right now speaking into an AKG C214 microphone, so you can maybe kind of compare the tone quality of this spoken word section with the opening where I did use the Fifine. And overall, my impressions were actually very good. I intentionally did the first clip with the acoustic guitar and the vocal as kind of putting the microphone into a difficult situation. You wouldn't typically use a dynamic mic like this. For example, I'll compare it to something like an SM57. That would not be an excellent choice for that kind of situation, where you would typically go for a condenser mic that would be more detailed and capture the nuances. But I really thought the Fifine did a nice job in that situation of capturing the acoustic guitar, and it had kind of a warm EQ to it, but still captured the detail on the high end, and the low end didn't get mushy or anything. It captured the voice really nicely, and overall I thought it did a really excellent job. Then on the electric guitar, I've probably listened to that Stratocaster and to that amp, recorded dozens if not hundreds of times, so I'm very well familiar with that setup, and frankly, it sounded really good. It sounded just like any other microphone that I would typically use here in my studio. And so I was very impressed with the tone quality for a $20 microphone. I thought that it did a nice job of standing up to some, I've had microphones in the past that have sounded worse than this for a little more money. So frankly, I'm kind of blown away by the price for performance ratio. Some of the little quirks about, the cable and the on-off switch, and maybe it's a little lightweight. so it's not a perfect microphone, but at the same time, for 20 bucks, I'm amazed at what you're able to get these days for such little money. I'm not really able to comment on its long-term durability. You know, for example, an SM57, you would really prize it for its long-term durability, its ability to withstand a lot of abuse in a live environment situation where you're constantly setting up and tearing down and multiple people are handling it, and then you've got live performance where it could be getting sweaty or it could be getting dropped. I can't comment on how this microphone will perform, so maybe check back in the comment section sometime after this to see how that works out. I'm probably just going to use it here in my home studio, but I will say for a $20 mic, this really will find a place in my arsenal, and I will be using it because I think it sounds good, and the price is really convenient. So overall, I hope that you guys enjoyed this demonstration. Please let me know your thoughts in your comment section down below, and go check out, I will have a link to this on Amazon if you want to check it out and support the folks at Fifine. Thank you very much for allowing me to take a look at this mic. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks, bye.